I might just apologize to y'all right now because what I'm about to say about these Saints, it's really not too good. But week 4, the Saints are now 2-2 after 2 straight losses, and this week was probably worse than last week of blowing a 17-0 lead. I thought it couldn't. You thought it couldn't get worse than that, but 26-9 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and what I see a lot of Twitter reactions on today is all about Derek Carr, it's all about Pete Carmichael, it's all about Dennis Allen, and it's not about them for good reasons. It's about this horrible offense that the Saints have been running out on the field with all of these weapons. Michael Thomas, the speedster, Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave, stud, Alvin Kamara coming back this week, even though he didn't play the past 3 weeks. You're talking about this week. But also, the array of tight ends that Jawan Johnson, Jimmy Graham, I know he's the elder statesman, but supposed to be the red zone target. You got Foster Monroe. It's just, you got Kendre Miller, Jamal Williams. I know he's out, but this is the offense the Saints have. They have the trio receivers. They have the Michael Thomas. I forgot Michael Thomas, and I'm wearing the jersey, but this offense can't get on the roll, and Pete Carmichael is taking a lot of heat for it. Matter of fact, this is the first game the Saints, I think they went 13 straight games without allowing 20 points or more, and this is the first game they did it. Granted, the defense caught an interception when the Buccaneers were driving. Remember this. And they put it on the 1-yard line, which talking about momentum, but really it was supposed to go to the 25. That ended up costing the Saints 7 because the very next play, the Saints, Adam Prentice fumbled on the fullback dive, which he picked up a good amount of yards. He fumbled, and Tampa Bay scored, I think, 2 or 3 plays later. And they scored. So I don't put that on the defense. But first game they gave up 20 in about 13 games. And that should say a lot because the Saints, you would think they didn't give up 20 in 13 straight games. They would be 12-0, 13-0. But no, this offense has been bad for the past 2 years, I would say. Alvin Kamara spoke on it in the locker room. He said it's been bad. He says he's going to have some tough discussions. But let's get to the meat of the problem. Derek Carr had an AC joint sprain after a big sack last week, and it was throughout the week, is he going to play? But it was looking bad the first Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. After they're like, oh, he's going to be out for a couple of weeks. Everybody speculated. He showed the ball, collarbone, he broke that. But apparently he's okay. And all the way leading up to this week, we got the news this morning, Sunday morning, that Derek Carr is going to play. He's going to go out there, he's going to play, and some people, a lot of people didn't want him to play because he's the $150 million quarterback. You're risking 1 week, and just sit him, let Jameis play. You got a good backup. You got a reliable backup. Let Jameis play this game. Hey, let Derek Carr get 1 week of rest, full week. Well, basically 2 weeks. So, Derek Carr goes out there and plays, and he plays bad. Simple as that. I'm looking at the game from what I've been looking at. Let's look at all 4 games because everybody want to give the excuse of shoulder. He was 100%. If you're not 100% and can't help the team, do not go out there and play. And then when something happens, the excuse gets thrown out. Oh, he's not 100% healthy. That's what I hate. I'm getting a little sidetracked here, but I'm looking at a press conference clip of a reporter asking Derek Carr, was some of their throws affected by the shoulder? And besides him saying, no, nothing was affected by the shoulder. I was 100%. I was ready to go. That's why I played today. I just missed some throws. Good. He says, I don't know. It's and something else. I don't want to get what he said, but he said, I don't know. And whatever he said, I forgot what he said, but I'll find it probably. But I just can't paraphrase, and I don't want to misquote him. But he said, I don't know. But accountability. I'm sorry about that. Take accountability for what happened on the field. You were bad. You went out there. You wanted to play. You played horrendous. The Saints kicked 3 field goals. They have more field goals than touchdowns this season. 1 touchdown in the first half of the whole season. 1 touchdown. And I believe that's Rashid Shaheed. I think, is that Rashid Shaheed punt return? No, it's probably not his punt return. I think it's Jimmy Graham against the Packers last week. It was Jimmy Graham touchdown. Yeah, a Jimmy Graham touchdown. But you play bad, take accountability for it. And this is what caught my eye. I know that this is not even about nothing about game, y'all. This is just me letting out of what I seen and what I'm looking at. I ain't even get to Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael yet. I'm on Derek Carr. The end of the game, we turn the ball over on the downs. I think he fumbles. And then we get another shot. We get another shot at the ball. And I see, what do you know, Jameis Winston coming down the field. Why is Derek Carr not in the game? You and your offense, Pete Carmichael, put the Saints in the position they were in the fourth quarter. You were healthy enough to play. You put them in a position where they were losing 26-9. Why is Jameis Winston coming in? I don't care if it was a minute left, 2 minutes. Why is he coming in to take that to finish the game off? Why? Somebody give me an answer. Because if the answer is, oh, Derek Carr could have got hurt. Derek Carr wasn't fully healthy. Why was he playing in the first place? If he was hampered, he couldn't push the ball down the field. I saw a few deep balls he threw down the field, and they looked at pretty regular, pretty good. Then he threw a perfect one to Chris Olave. It's just Antoine Winfield made a great play on the ball. That was the best ball he threw all game to Chris Olave down the seam. Could have been the touchdown, a shot play, but Antoine Winfield played it great. I didn't see nothing on that field. A lot of people pointing to, oh, he threw the ball to Kamara 14 times. Yes, because that's what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense gave to him. Kamara's out in the flat. Kamara's coming out, running out. He's there. He's going to be open. It's up to Kamara to make the play after that because, you know, Devin White and Levante Davis are two great backers, and they always play Kamara tough. But that's why he throws the ball to Kamara. He's right there. He's the easy target. Nothing was down the field because of what? Pete Carmichael play calling. Pete Carmichael play calling. And it's just, I was talking about this at work with a fellow Saints supporter. It's exhausting to see the same thing every week from the offense. I enjoy watching the defense, and I don't have no problem with the defense, but the defensive line of what I've been saying since last year. The defensive line is bad, but I don't want to get too I'm going to get to them. That's the only problem I want to have with the defense. That's all I got to say about them. But let's get back to Pete Carmichael and the play calling. This offense, I already mentioned the weapons they have, and for them to have, this is crazy, bro. For them to score, I'm looking at their scores right now. This season, opening week, 16 points, 16-50 against the Titans. Remember, mind you, all field goals. I think it's all field goals. I don't want to get it mistaken. I don't remember a touchdown. Excuse me. Oof. Excuse me, y'all. Next week against the Panthers, 20-17. Next week against the Packers, 17-18. They lose that game. Remember, they get shut out in the second half. This week, 9 points. So that goes to tell you what is wrong. Last year with the Saints, the problem with the offense, a lot of people had a problem with, it's the quarterback. Andy Dalton, Jameis, they can't get it done in this offense with the weapons. Granted, Rashid Shaheed wasn't what he is now. He popped out last year. That was his coming out party. Michael Thomas another year under his belt being healthy. Chris Olave another year. He's a great receiver, explosive, makes the tough catches. Oh, we get Derek Carr, $150 million honey guaranteed. He's the guy to come in. The guy who the Raiders chose Jimmy Garoppolo over Derek Carr? I mean, they chose Jimmy Garoppolo or Derek Carr. That's basically what I looked at it like. When we signed Derek Carr, I wasn't happy and jumping out of my seats like, oh, I didn't watch every Raiders game, but I knew I watched football. I know Derek Carr isn't this stud of a quarterback of that, oh, he's going to change the fortunes. But I will say this. I did think he was better than Andy Dalton, if that's saying much, because Andy Dalton was our starter last year. Jameis had his starting job took once he got injured. But I believe Derek Carr is better than Andy Dalton. I can believe that. I think that's not out of the box to say. I think most people will believe Derek Carr is better than Andy Dalton. And all this offense gives, they gave up 3 sacks this week. The offensive line, I can say, I think most people would agree, have gotten better each and every week. And we're not just talking about sacks allowed, because you know the Tennessee game, that game was horrible, even though we won that game with the offensive line. The second week with the Panthers, okay. Green Bay, a lot of missed assignments. But for the most part, they progress. Even this is about an inch, a little each week, they got better. And the offensive creativity is just not there. Most people have been looking at Pete Carmichael for that because since Sean Payton left, stepped away, but he's back with the Broncos. The play caller in the office has been lackluster, to say the least. I mean, I watched the game, and I'm so excited to watch the defense, but I hope and pray that the offense can get a touchdown. When we went down by 11 today, it felt like a 28-point deficit because the Saints cannot get 7. Like, it's crazy to me. An offense with all of these terrific offensive players cannot get 7. And I said this last year. If the Saints continue to waste this talent that they have, it's probably not going to be this year because the NFC South is the NFC South and anything can happen. We thought we had the best quarterback in the NFC South. But I said, if the Saints keep wasting this talent that they have, meaning, I'm talking about vets. Marshawn Lattimore, Demario Davis, Cam Jordan is a lifer. We're not going to say him. But Demario Davis, Marshawn Lattimore, Alvin Kamara, might be Michael Thomas. Those guys, those 3 mainly. We're going to be looking to trade those guys because there's no need for them if we're going to be a team who's underwhelming each year, rebuilding. Let those guys go trade those guys to some teams where they can contribute and go get a chance for a championship. Because if our best chance at a championship was with Drew Brees in 2018 against the Rams, when they lost against the defense pass interference, the loss against the Vikings in the overtime with Kyle Rudolph, the loss against the Minnesota Miracle, if that was their best chance of winning 5 years ago, trade the guys away. Get some compensation for them because those guys are great players. And I hate to see them guys put in work on the defensive side each and every week for offense with all these weapons to score 16 points, 20 points, 17 points, 9 points. What are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? This almost the worst offense in the NFL. And they're 2-2. And they win this game. This should tell you a lot. They're 2-2 with this offense being so bad. Let me pull up the stats from this game because I don't like usually putting up stats because I watch the games and sometimes stats can be misleading, but this ain't misleading. Total yards, 197. Not passing yards. 197 total yards. Passing yards, 127. On how many attempts is that? How many attempts is that for 100? 37 attempts. 3.4 yards per attempt for Derek Carr. And let's see, Baker Mayfield. I talked about Baker Mayfield the first week. And Baker Mayfield went for 25 for 32, 246 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Man, oh man. The Saints had Baker Mayfield looking like Lamar Jackson. Man. In the pocket, scrambling, picking up first down. The Saints have trouble. Which brings me to the only problem I have with the Saints. Defense. The only problem I have with the Saints defense, on the defensive side of the ball. The defensive line. Carl Granderson got his contract, played great. First week, second week, got his contract. $40 million guaranteed, I believe. 4 years, $52 million, not bad. And I haven't heard his name since. I think he forced a fumble a couple weeks ago, but haven't heard his name since. Cam Jordan, he's in his twilight years, but you know, I don't put nothing on Cam Jordan because the Saints been striking out with trying to find somebody on that other side of his. And I know Peyton Turner supposed to be that guy that stepped up, but he didn't win the starting job against Carl Granderson. They struck out on Davenport. And they drafted Peyton Turner as well. So Peyton Turner is hurt. Can't say that too bad about Peyton Turner. Carl Granderson is a good defensive end. I like him. Been working on his game. Got his money. It paid off his hard work. And he's progressed ever since he been on the Saints. But we have no athletic, consistent defensive lineman to go get the quarterback when we need it badly. I mean, go get him. Get that first step there. What jumps off the screen when you look at the defensive lineman. At the linebacker level, we have it. Demario Davis jumps off the screen. The secondary, we have it. Marshawn Lattimore. We have it. The secondary is nice. It's cool. One of the best secondaries in the NFL. Demario Davis, top 5, top 3 linebacker in the NFL. Defensive line, they had the sacks last year. But if you watch the Saints, they were top 5, I believe, in sacks. But their defensive line is not close to top 5. It's not. It's not top 10, not top 15. They're too inconsistent. They can't. I mean, it's plays during this game, big plays, third downs, plays in a red zone. Well, Baker Mayfield had too much time. The secondary, you can't blame them. They holding receivers for 5-6 seconds guarding them. That's impossible in the NFL to guard a receiver for that long before they break feet, before they break free. Especially in man-to-man coverage, it's tough. That play when Baker Mayfield sat in the pocket, then ran to his right and threw it to Devin Tompkins, and he caught it on the goal line. The Saints D-line, look at that Saints D-line. And they revamped this D-line. They let Marcus Davenport go. They let Shai Tuttle go. They let David Amyamata go. And they brought in Colin Saunders. They brought in Nathan Shepard. They drafted Brian Brzee. He needs to get more playing time, Brian Brzee. He needs to be starting. They revamped the inside of this line. They let go Davenport. Carl Granderson moves up to start. Peyton Turner supposed to get a bigger role. He got hurt. Cam Jordan's still on the side of the line. And who did not mention, y'all? A second-round pick we just drafted, Isaiah Foskey from Notre Dame, cannot get on the field, and he's supposed to be a pass rusher. That is supposed to be his specialty, pass rushing. And what do the Saints need the most on the defense? Besides tackling. Pass rush. We have Isaiah Foskey and Zach Bond. 2 guys who supposed to be ultimate pass rushers. Been and get around that edge and get to the quarterback. That is supposed to be their specialty. Zach Bond, the Saints never used him right since they drafted him. Just let him rush the quarterback. That's it. Don't let him cover. Don't let him. I don't care about special teamers with him. Just put him on the field or rush the quarterback in third down situations and watch what he do. He is a sack master. He's a sack artist. I don't care if since college he hasn't got a chance in the NFL because the Saints don't use him right, which they misuse a lot of players on defense. This has been their bread and butter. They want to make players do something that there's not their strong suit. I know, yeah, I'm worked up. But this defensive line been underwhelming for me from since last year. If you go back to my videos and watch what I say every week. Yeah, the first week they looked okay, but you got to think about it. Against the Titans could have won that game easily. They insist on passing that game, and the Saints benefited from that when they could have just ran the ball a lot. But the Saints defensive line, if they're gonna go for the playoffs, which they will, because like I said, the NFC South is not nobody who has a dominant team there. We thought it was supposed to be the Saints, but Tampa Bay is 3-1, the Saints 2-2, Falcons 2-2, Carolina is 0-4. Look like they'll be out of it, but look like this division gonna go down to the wire again like next year. But I think it will be better than next year. I don't think we'll have a bunch of 8-9 teams, 7-9. I think somebody will win 11 games, 12 games. The Saints have a very weak schedule, even though they just lost 2 games, gave away 2 games to the Packers and the BUCS. Well, I wouldn't even say we gave away because the BUCS came in there, took their heart out, didn't give them any chance, and beat them. Fan square. But that's my thoughts on this team. Show some accountability. Dennis Allen said he doesn't know if he's going to make adjustments. He didn't want to touch on that, making adjustments to the play calling, who's going to be calling the plays. But Pete Carmichael, if this season wants to go anywhere, Pete Carmichael cannot be running the show on the offense because the offense is too stagnant. Hasn't shown improvement in the 4 weeks. We have been going down. I mean, Blake Grupe should be making a lot of money because he's using that leg. The only field goal he missed was the one that, in Green Bay, the most important one, I'll say. But Blake Grupe has been in action. But Saints 2-2, we'll be back in New England. New England just got torched by the Dallas Cowboys, the biggest loss in Belichick history. He's struggling as well, so they're gonna come and try to get a win next week. 2 struggling teams on losing streaks. So, well, not even losing streaks. Patriots lost 1. They beat the Jets. But, yeah, Saints, New England next week. I don't know if Derek Carr's going to play. Hopefully he's healthy enough to play. But y'all watch him because he threw a tantrum on that last time and didn't come out after when he ripped his sleeve off and did all that and you didn't finish that game out. I didn't like that. I did not want to see Jameis coming out there after you and Pete Carmichael put us in that position. Granted, now you didn't fumble, but it's your offense. You didn't deliver no touchdowns, and that just is what it is. It is what it is from right there. But I think I kept myself together even though I could have went hard on these guys because, hey, like I said, I love your defense, except for that defensive line. It's bad. We need an athletic pass rusher. We need a star pass rusher. If we're going to get somebody, I'm tired of drafting these guys. If we're going to draft somebody in the second round, can we use them? Please? If we're going to draft Brian Brzee in the first round, man, start him. Ain't like we have a superstar D tackle who's overwhelmingly better than Brian Brzee right now. Colin Saunders, Nathan Shepard, Malcolm Roach. You can't sit here and tell me they're this way above Brian Brzee. Put him in a game. Let him play. Down after down after down. He should be in there because he makes plays when he get in there. Now, I don't know if that's because he comes in fresh, but I don't care. Put him in a game. I want to see Isaiah Foskey next week. If he's bad, he's bad. Take him out. But can we see him? Can we get a pass rush? Can we see the guy whose strength is supposed to be pass rusher, rush the quarterback, get to the quarterback? Can we see him do that? Put him out there on third down, third and long, third and 8, 9. Put him on that edge. Bring out that multi-set where we have a bunch of defensive ends and linebackers at the line. Cam Jordan in the inside, Isaiah Foskey right there, Brian Brzee on the line. A bunch of them standing up, and then we go get after the quarterback. Can we get that? Can we get the Mario Davis on some more mid blitzes? I want to see that, and Pete want to take the running back. I want to see more of that. If we can't get pressure with 4, bring the Mario Davis on a blitz, man. That's how I'm feeling. But we at week 4 in Pete Carmichael. A lot of supporters and fans are calling for their job. Even Saints media are asking a lot of questions about this offense because coming into this season, everyone thought the offense wouldn't be this bad. Not even nobody. I don't think nobody thought the offense would be bad. I think with all the weapons and Derek Carr's stature, I thought most people thought the Saints will have a competent offense. But guess not. We'll see next week against the Patriots. They have a good defense, even though they got torched by the Cowboys. But the Cowboys are a great team right now, so you can't knock nothing like that. But I'm done for the day, man. I don't even know if I want to go to any games this year. I was going to go to the Tap Big game for New Year's Eve, go out there. But it depends on how this record is because I'm not going to waste my money watching some BS on offense and watch the defense get tired, wearing themselves out trying to protect this offense when the offense doesn't give them nothing. And I'm so sick of this that we're going to go back and work hard and do this and we're going to fix it. I'm so sick of hearing that. You have some accountability. They have fans and supporters who come to the game every week and spend their hard-earned money. And that basic stock answer when somebody has to be accountable for the offense trolling out that BS every week, and the Saints fans got to watch that, and y'all coming with these stock answers that nobody want to hear. Yeah, we're going to get better. We're going to work hard. We got to fix some things. Duh, you didn't see that from the past 3 weeks with this offense that you had to fix something? It's a bad offense. It's bad play calling. It's not bad players. It's bad play calling, bad scheming, and a shaky O-line. That's what it is. You have great skill players, a bad play caller who it's been proven the past 3 weeks is short. The past 3 years since Sean Payton left, this offense has been in the dirt. Inconsistent. That's what I'll say. Inconsistent. We running verticals on 3rd and 4. Why are we sitting Michael Thomas on verts? He's supposed to be our intermediate, strong hands, possession receiver. Of course, he can get a ball down the field occasionally, but that's what Shaheed is for. That's what Chris Olave is for. Michael Thomas is our possession, intermediate, strong hands, seam, through the middle, out routes. That is what he's for. Please come to your senses because the Saints supporters, they're going to support the Saints but they're not going to support the coaching staff. They're not going to support certain players who they see not giving it their all. Now, they're going to support the team because they're loyal Saints supporters and fans. But they will not support this complacency of we're going to get it right with the people we have. Pete Carmichael is not getting the job done. Get him out of here. And that's all I got to say, man. Fix it or fire him. I'm out.